Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? So today we are going to discuss a new chapter, that is decimal fractions. So as per our syllabus, this should be our last chapter that needs to be discussed. After finishing this chapter, we will be just practicing all the board questions again and again. So please, those who have not followed my videos on fractions, please do go through the videos and try and understand the basics. Also try and see how to solve the problems related to fractions, because without solving chapter 6 completely, it's not I would suggest it's not good to go to chapter 7 without solving chapter 6. Also, you have some Halal sir has started the percentage chapter. Over there also you will be requiring some knowledge from decimal fractions, so it's better you go through chapter 6. Then we will now, as I am starting chapter 7, and once we finish chapter 7, actually our syllabus will be completed. I guess most of the chapters we already completed in school. The fact is, now it's up to you that you need to revise, you need to keep on practicing the problems, especially the board problems, so that you can achieve a good mark in PEC exam. Okay, so now what do we understand by the word decimal? So what is decimal fraction over here? Let's say, for example, we already know fractions. Suppose 1 by 10, right? 1 by 100. So these are all what? Improper fractions, where numerator is less than the denominator. Let's say, for example, we know the positions hundreds, tens, ones for a number. Suppose, let's say that the number is 432, right? So this belongs to ones position, this belongs to tens position, this belongs to 100 positions. Now if we even say the number, we can easily understand. For example, 432. So how do we get over here? What is the value of 3? That is 30, right? Over here, what is the value of 2? That is 2 into 1, 2 ones, right? So that is 2. And over here, what is the value of 4? That is 4 into 100, that is 400. So if we add all these 3, we get what? 432, right? So this is how the this thing works: 100, tens, ones. Now if we add on, let's say 432, then we put a decimal point, right? And then we write, suppose 5, 6. So till class 4 or till now, what we have studied is only this, and for the numbers as in this area, that is this belongs to hundreds, this belongs to tens, this belongs to ones. Now after decimal, when we put a decimal, what does 5 and 6 belong to? Which term? 5 belongs to, actually, the new term we will try to know, that is tens position, and 6 belongs to hundreds position. So over here, how did we get this 4? We just multiplied with 100, that's 400. Then we multiplied with 10 for this, we got 30. And for this we multiplied with 1, 2 ones are 2. So how do we get actually 5 and 6? After decimal, whatever digit we get, for tens position, you actually need to divide. For this position, you need to divide by 10. And for this position, after decimal, the second position, you need to divide by 100, and so on. whatever the digit, you need to just divide. This will be thousandths position. So when we say tens, THS, that means you actually are dividing the number by 10. When we say hundredths position, we are actually dividing the number by hundredth. Okay, and when we say the thousandths position, we are actually dividing the number by 1000. So after decimal, how will we get the digits? We will get the digits by just dividing by 10, 100, 1000 and so on. Okay, and before the decimal point, how do we get the digits? That's the normal way. Ones, we multiply with 1, then tens, then hundreds. Understood? So this is how we actually write a decimal number, and you can see that by just comparing the topic of the chapter, that is decimal fractions. So you can see after decimal the numbers are actually fractions, right? I actually need to divide by 10, by 100, by 1000. So we actually are doing what? We're just making a simple fraction. So we'll use all this basic going forward. Okay, next, now let's say a number uh, 0.3. So this is actually in ones position, right? And this is in tens position. So how do we get this number? 0.3, since there is nothing in ones, so we don't need to consider the ones position. So tens position we need to consider. So how do we get this? Just 3 by 10. I've already shown that this after the decimal, the first digit, how can we get? Just divide it by 10. Okay, since there is nothing in the ones position, so we don't write anything. That is 3 by 10. Simple. Next, if we say 0.32, so if after decimal we have these two digits, just need to write the number, okay, and write 100 over here. After decimal, we just need, that's a very simple technique to follow. That is, if we have a 0 over here and after decimal there are two digits, you need to understand that the fraction will be by 100 and the numerator will be just a number over here. Suppose 0.656. How many digits over here? 1, 2, 3. So in the denominator there will be 3 zeros, and we just put 656 over here. Okay, so this is how we can convert different decimals to fractions. So we will discuss about this more. So first we will start by multiplying fractions, multiplying decimals. Okay, today we will learn. I will discuss this topic when we come more to division. Okay, so first of all, let's try and understand. I hope this is clear, right? The tens position, the hundreds position, the thousand position. Remember that in a number, if I have a decimal like this, 6.46, that means this belongs to ones position. This is tens. That means this number comes by dividing by 10, and this number comes by dividing by 100. Okay, so the difference is this is tens, this is tens, and this is hundreds. Okay, hundreds position and so on. So now we'll just first let's go through with the easy part, then gradually we will try and understand how to actually convert different decimals to fractions, because division is a longer part, multiplication is small part. So first today we will be going through multiplication. So multiplying decimal numbers, this part is actually the easiest part, because here you need to follow just normal multiplication. How? Let's say 0.56 into 7. So we actually do the normal multiplication. 7 6 are 42, 4 carry, 7 5 are 35, plus 4 39, 3, 7 0 0, 0 plus 3 3. Now the answer is 392? No, the answer is not 392. We need to be careful. We need to understand that after decimal how many numbers are there. In our answer also we should follow the same procedure. We need to understand, we need to place the point after the decimal. There should be the numbers which is actually in the question. So you can see after decimal how many digits are there, 1 and 2. So there are 2 digits. So over here also we will place the point over here, because we also need to maintain that in our answer as well. So after decimal there should be 2 digits, 1 and 2. So here also there were, after decimal there were 2 digits. In my answer also after decimal there should be what? 2 digits. Got it? So it's very simple. We just follow the normal procedure of multiplication, where first we follow the normal procedure. Next, after decimal we need to check how many numbers, how many digits are there. So we'll also place the digit in the same way. After digit, for example in this, after decimal there are 2 digits. So in my answer also after decimal there will be 2 digits. So let's move on to some more multiplications. Let's say 0.09 into 2. So normal way, 2 9s are 18, 2 zeros are 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, 2 zeros are 0. So after decimal how many digits? 1 2. So here also I will place the decimal over, because after decimal we need to maintain that 1 and 2 digit. Okay, so let's do some more problems. 3.653 into 2. So the decimal is over here. Okay, so 2 3s are 6, 2 5s are 10, 1 carry, 2 6s are 12, plus 1 13, 1 carrying, 2 3s are 6, plus 1 7. Okay, so first we do the normal multiplication, then we check how many digits are there after the decimal. So after the decimal, 1 2 3. So got it? So this is the way to multiply for decimal multiplications, right? Decimal numbers we need to multiply in this way. Okay, now we move on to different type of multiplication. So let's say we, till now what did I do? Till now we multiplied, suppose with a number with a fraction, with a decimal number. Now if we multiply a decimal number by another decimal number, what will happen? For example, okay, let's say 4.6 into 6.7. Okay, 4.6 into 6.7. So what do we need to do over here? Just normal procedure we need to follow. 7 6 are 42, 4 carry, 7 4s are 28, plus 4 is 32. Then we put a cross or a 0, so I put a 0 over here. 6 6 are 36, 3 carry, 6 4s are 24, plus 3 is 27. So first what I am doing is normal multiplication. 2 plus 0 is 2, 2 plus 6 8, 3 plus 7 10, 1 carry 3. So this is my answer, right? 3082. Just remember, when you multiply a decimal number with another decimal number, you need to check the number, you need to count how many numbers are there after decimal. So over here you can see after decimal there is one number, and over here you can see after decimal there is another number, right? So in total after decimal how many numbers are there? 1 and 2. Got it? In total after decimal there are two numbers. In over here one number, over here one number. So we need to actually put the decimal over here, and we need to maintain after decimal how many numbers? Two numbers. So in my answer also we need to maintain that after decimal there should be 2 digits. Got it? After decimal there should be how many digits? 2 digits, because over here we saw from the numbers that after decimal there are in total there are 2 digits. So we follow the normal multiplication procedure. The different thing is we need to count after decimal how many numbers are there. So in my answer also we will place the decimal in such a way that after decimal the number of digits is maintained. So after decimal here are 2 digits. So in my answer also after decimal there are 2 digits. Got it? Let's solve another problem. Let's say 3.48 into 0.92. So 8 2s are 16, 1 carry, 2 4s are 8 plus 1 9, 2 3s are 6. Next we put a 0, 9 8 is 72, 7 carry, 9 4s are 36, plus 7 is 43, 4 carry, 9 3s are 27, plus 4 31. Next we put another 0 over here, then 0 into all the whole number is 0, so 0 0 and 0. Got it? So we now add all of them. 6 plus 0 6, 9 plus 2 11, 6 plus 1 7, 7 plus 3 10, 1 carry, 1 1 2 and 3. Now we need to count after decimal how many digits are there. You see after decimal over here 1 and how many digits? 2 digits. And again after decimal how many digits? 2 digits. So in total after decimal how many digits? 2 over here, 2 over here. That means 4 digits. So you can write after decimal how many digits? Number of digits in total equals to 4, right? Because over here 1 plus 2, sorry, here over here after decimal 2 digits, over here also after decimal 2 digits, so 4 digits. So over here also I need to place decimal so that I have 4 digits after decimal. So my decimal should be over here. Got it? So we need to check first of all, if I am multiplying a decimal number with another decimal number, first we need to multiply normally, then we need to check after decimal how many digits are there in total. So in my answer also I'll place the decimal in such a position where I get the total number of digits, that is 4 over here. So I place the decimal. After decimal, how many digits are there? 1 2 3 4. Got it? So this is way we need to multiply a decimal number with another decimal number. Okay, this is for 2 digits and this is for 4 digits. Okay, so at home I'm giving you task. So at home what you need to do is try and practice some problems. First, number 1, this is home task. .75. So please practice these problems and send it to my personal WhatsApp. I shall check. Okay, so tomorrow we will go through further multiplication, like how we will try to understand and try to learn how to multiply by 10, 100 and 1000. Okay, any confusion, please don't hesitate to ask on my personal WhatsApp, and if you still don't understand, I will actually make another video for you so that you can understand properly. I hope this is understandable, right? Very easy. I want everyone not to miss the division class. It's very important because there are different types of division. So this the classes which are upcoming are very important, so that you can understand and learn the basics properly. Okay, thank you very much everyone. Have a nice day.